And to break down some of the key races is CBS News political analyst John Dickerson. John, good morning.
Good morning, Maggie.
Let's start with the House, where it's a foregone conclusion that Republicans will take control. What early returns will you be looking at, John, that will tell you this is either a strong showing by Republicans or a rout by Republicans?
I think Indiana is a great place to start. You know, what I'm looking for is there are the races that Republicans will certainly pick up. These are in districts that John McCain won in the presidential race, where you have freshman Democrats. They're going to pick those up. The question, though, is are they going to be able to get into those districts that tend to be Democratic districts or have veterans of the House, longtime Democrats who have been there. There are also those kinds of races in Virginia, the 5th and the 11th. The 11th is a Democratic district, the 5th a more Republican one. That's the difference between a good night for Republicans and a blowout.
The Senate could also go to the Republicans, although the Democrats are hoping that they'll keep control. When will the Democrats be able to breathe a tentative sigh of relief tonight?
Well, some of these close races in Pennsylvania and West Virginia are the ones to watch. Those returns will come in earlier in the night. Of course, those are so close, we may be counting those votes all night long. But if the Democrats are able to hold on in Pennsylvania or West Virginia, it makes what is already a tough climb for Republicans to take all of those 10 seats away from Democrats. It makes that tough climb all that much harder.
John, we don't talk as much nationally about the governor's races, but they're also key, aren't they? Especially because they could weigh heavily in the presidential election in 2012.
There are two key reasons the governor's races are worth watching. 2012, as you mentioned, there are 9 presidential battleground states where governors will be having elections. And that's important because the presidential candidate benefits if the governor is of his party in a state. And Barack Obama won all 9 of those states. Some of them will go red or go to Republicans. The other reason is redistricting, the redrawing of those congressional districts that happens after every census. Right. Governors play a big role in that. A
New York Times analysis last month showed that 138 candidates for the House and Senate claimed to have been backed by the Tea Party movement. If the Tea Party has big victories tonight, what will that say about the strength of this movement and about its godmother, Sarah Palin? And if it doesn't, what will it say?
Well, the Tea Party has already done quite well, and they're going to be around for a long time. In a lot of ways, the Tea Party is just the Republican base, and they always play an important role in politics. But they've done well enough already, and Sarah Palin sort of makes her own weather to get one last cliche out before Election Day. And she, her fans, support her and love her, and I think some of her candidates will do well, some won't. But I think she'll be doing just fine going forward.
Regardless, huh? John Dickerson, thank you. And CBS News special coverage of the midterm elections begins tonight right here on CBS at 10 Eastern, 9 Central.